Smoky Saturdays with your boy Dre. We back at it again. We coming back at you with another sneaker review. As you can see to my right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the smoke room. With that being said, go ahead and let's get real greeny in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? We back at it with another sneaker review. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and if you are a part of that Go Crazy team, go ahead and give me a Go Crazy in the comment section below. Please and thank you. Without further ado, yes sir, we got Jordan Low Responsibility in a black and white crazy colorway. Now these are some bad boys right here. Just from the overall sleek look of it, I call these the grown mans. This is that you are so fine, I wish I could get it on with you. That Lil Wayne grown man right there, you know what I'm saying? This sneaker was one I had to copy, get my hands on. Like I said, it was at first a sneaker that I was blown away about the material and how it looked online. When it finally came into the mail a few weeks ago, I saw it and I was like, you know, I might have to snag these. And to start out for our sneaker review, the first thing I wanted to notate, which I don't know if you can really see it on the screen here, but as you can see with this midsole right here, I don't know what that is. I want to say it's suede, but when you actually feel it, it feels like how any other midsole of a 2 would feel. That's what blew me away right there. As you can see, it's very hairy, and then when I first got it and it first came in, definitely on the back, this part was all flat. It didn't look hairy, and then when you brush it 1 or 2 times, it gets hairy. So I thought there was a bunch of blemishes on here and miss marks and everything. Like you see in the front, you got this little patch on the front, which that I just can't take it off. Maybe if I get some water and a wet rag. But overall, just the makeup of the shoe, great quality, great work. Then when we switch it to the bottom, which the bottom of most Jordans are my favorite point of all the Jordans. On these specifically, they come in mismatch bottoms. That's another reason why I saw these and I was like, yeah, we have to get these, that blue with that red, emulating some of the blue royal colors, and then of course the Chicago colorway. But we'll just go ahead and take a look at the blue one. The blue one, as you can see, has that nice traction look at the bottom of it with your blue middling the forefoot and the outside of the foot on the bottom of the sole. You get the Nike branding in here, and obviously they always put that shoe size right there. These are 10 and a half. I don't know why it just says 10, but obviously they forgot the 0.5. But other than that, the bottom back here is actually a real black, solid black color. But in this part of the foot, all of that is actually a translucent black. The actual bottom of the shoe is translucent, but the underneathings of the shoe and everything that's on the inside of it is black. So if you did see some of the 218, the shelf life, some of those 2s that dropped at the end of last year, which we will be reviewing the shelf life 2s eventually on this channel as well. They had the translucent clear bottom and it showed orange at the bottom. Well, with these, translucent with the bottom still, but it's in a black colorway, so it won't really wear as bad as the translucent clear ones. This one will have a nice blocking shade after a few wears or 2. The next piece, of course, we're going to get into the actual overall material. Now, I'm guessing they wanted to bump up the material, the level and the quality better than any shoe that I've recently purchased. I know the Aqua 5s had a nice suede material. I think this is a little bit nicer. When you touch this and you feel this, it's soft. It's you don't see many strokes. As you see, there's little gray spots that something was probably sitting on this pair, and there's a few marks and blemishes along the shoe that you'll start to see, like right here, where it's just for some reason a little bit of a gray spot shows up, but that's just wearing of the suede itself. But if you actually look at that black suede, it is so freaking soft, man. Like that is some of the softest suede, and I know for sure if you get these wet, it's going to turn gray almost instantly. But that front foot, that toe, and from the side, these twos are amazing, man. When you switch over to the back and kind of the midsole upper to the back, you have that translucent retainer that sits right in the cup of the shoe to hold all of this together. Now that is in almost every shoe that you purchase, whether that's a low, a mid, or a high. It's just the way the company, most Jordans, they come with this style of a cupping to cup the shoe into place. But most of the time, it's not a clear or plastic. Sometimes they do different like carbon fiber plates, different things like that, just for the cup of the shoe. Now you see the rippling effect on the back. That is still going to be on all the Jordan lows still, just like the highs have them like on the Chicago 2s. That black shank plate in the rear with the ripple effect. I don't know. I'm starting to favor my likings to the Jordan 2s this year. They're dropping so many for such amazing prices. This first initially dropped as $225. Now the material premium, so I see why, but I got this at a steal around $140. I knew if I just waited out with all the twos, I'm starting to notice if you wait a month, just wait a month after they release, you're going to see at least a $40 to $60 drop in pricing. That's with almost every two that I'm seeing. Just like the Lucky Twos that came out, they dropped in pricing literally a month later. The Craft Haze, all the twos, they come out at $220, $225. Month later, they're $175. So just hold out, wait it out, be patient, and they will drop. To go back into a little bit more of the specs of the sneaker, they do have this little tab here. I'm not sure why it's there. Like I said, these are called the responsibility. Just even if you look on the inside of the shoe, it has that little like patch tab that tells you a little storyline of what they're about. Which on this it says presents Jordan presents responsibility. Wear your shoes, show the world where you have been. Peace, love, respect. So I'm guessing that's just like wherever you go, wear your shoes, you know. And one of my close friends, he was on the review with me for the Aqua 5s. He's the biggest advocate of just wear your shoes. We're all sneakerheads, we're all sneaker collectors. Throw them on, wear them. Even if you're just going to the store, just throw them on, wear them. Just because you spend good money on these, your hard-earned money that you make every single week, might as well just throw them on and wear them. I have a bad problem with buying shoes. I've had these for about a few weeks, almost a month. As you see, I still haven't stepped in them. But truthfully, these and like I'm eventually going to get those 218s, the brown and like hazel looking color. I'm gonna get those, and these are gonna be my go to work shoes for surely. I'm not a big fan of like the dress shoes, church shoes, but these can still create a factor of that if you ask me. If I wear these to the work, I'm an accountant. I go into the office. They're not gonna look twice at these. They might be like, those are a little bit different, but they still represent a nice, sleek, normal looking shoe. But back into a little bit of the specs, when you get up to like the mid footing here, right below the tab, it comes with a little piping that's a little bit of translucent, hologramic, I would say, and it's on both sides of the shoe. You get that piping there, and I think that gives it a nice touch. Whenever the light hits or the sun hits it, it's going to have a nice glare look to it. And then when you look at this, I do not know what this material is. Like when you press down on it, it doesn't give way. It's not soft by any means. It's actually fairly rough. I want to say it's like a Fedora mesh or something like that, but you don't really, there's not much effect to it. It's kind of like a snake skin look to it, I'm guessing. Elephant print kinda. I'm not too sure, but I do like it. It gives off a nice gray touch outside of the black, because if it was just an all black shoe, I don't think I would have ended up liking it at that. On this show, we like to go for the most spontaneous, outgoing shoes, and this I think hit it right on the nose. Now to show you guys more of the inside, and this I really didn't like with a pair of shoes that I have. If you do know about the J Clot Low Fives, they have an interior that is really slick and it's like velvet. This has that same effect, but it's not as slick. If you look on the inside, it's like a velvety touch in there. It's all patched up and just a great material. And it's like it blows me away to see Jordan actually come out with a sneaker comprised of all of these elements and materials, man. It just blows me away because I prefer this style of liner in a shoe over any liner I've seen in any shoe that Jordan has produced. This, it doesn't look like it's going to rub off on your socks. Like I know a lot of the cloth ones and the fives. If you wear white socks inside those sneakers, the inside starts to have a little white wear to it in a little bit. It starts to wear on your socks. But with these, I think these will fare very solid in the long run. When you look at the shoelaces, they're like a charcoal matte lace. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's all good because, like I said, Jordan, they came ready on these. They came and dropped us another set of shoestrings. They're like a caramel off-white, but on the tips of them, you get the red tips and you get blue tips to kind of match with the blue and red bottoms that they have on here. And I think that's what they started to show a little bit of attention to detail over at Air Jordan over there. That new movie came out and they said we got to step over our game. And with these, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the black, but when I wear them to work just to be real casual, if it's just a casual setting, I'm gonna throw the black in there. It's not too fancy. It's definitely something to look at because the hairiness of the bottom sole, and then just you don't really know what that fabric is. But overall, I like the cream ones. I'll put those in there and go with like a blackish white cream suit or something like that. But on the last twos that we reviewed, one thing I said I didn't like about the Chicago twos was the tongue that was inside of there. It was like really like flimsy. Now this one, it's sturdy, it's stiff. The backside of it still got the velvet touch in there. And then the front, it comes with the rubber logo. And the leather that's on there, it's got to be premium based off what I'm seeing and feeling. It's a nice material. This is premium quality material from Jordan. For the price point that I got them at, I love them. $140, $150 for these after shipping and handling. I think that's a nice steal. $225. If you got these at $225, I'm sorry, Jordan robbed you. Get your money back and double back or something. Sell, run back, whatever you gotta do. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Air Jordan Low 2 responsibility. Let's get it. Go crazy. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Air Jordan 2 responsibilities. It's a nice sneaker to actually add to your collection if you are thinking about it. Like I said, I had some questions about it. I saw a few reviews, but I had to throw my own twist on a review just to show you guys exactly what the ins and outs of it actually look like in the eyes of the Smokey Saturday view, the POV. Well, that's the end of our show today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the sneaker review with Smokey Saturdays with Dre. Again, go ahead, like, subscribe. Go ahead and turn on that notification bell so you can be alerted every single time that we drop a new Smokey session. That's all we have for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and puff one out of here. Until next time, go crazy then.